Let's talk about Yvonne Nelson versus Sarkodie. Yvonne Nelson is a Ghanaian popular actress, so I will still refer to her as a Nollywood entertainer actress. Then Sarkodie is a very popular rapper, and also I kind of like to recognize Sarkodie as part of Afrobeat. Well, Yvonne Nelson just recently announced a deep secret about herself and Sarkodie. She said she was pregnant for Sarkodie, and Sarkodie refused to accept the pregnancy, and thereby leading her to terminate the pregnancy. She said, "I have gone for a pregnancy test to confirm what became the most obvious conclusion for a sexually active young woman who misses a monthly flow. I was in the company of Karen, and when the test result was ready, I wasn't strong enough to open it. She did and declared the verdict. Charlie, it did there," she exclaimed. "On an ordinary day, I would have laughed out loud, and that would trigger a string of jolly conversation and jokes. But this was no laugh matter. It was a grim piece of information that was capable of turning my world upside down. I wasn't the only one responsible for the situation, so I called the man who potent seed had germinated in me. His name is Michael Owosu-Ado, a renowned Ghana musician who is better known as Sarkodie. Sarkodie was a budding musician with the potential to become one of the biggest artists in Ghana and beyond. At that time, however, the future looked uncertain, and his way through the maze of life still appears too foggy to predict. Success was not guaranteed. He was still living with his mother and was not ready to carry a burden while he was being carried by his mom. I wouldn't call what had developed between us a serious relationship. I gravitated towards people in the music industry. For the longest time in my life, music was my getaway from all the unpleasant things life threw at me. So I liked his talent. We started talking and get closer. Part of the book read. Well, apparently Sarkodie wasn't really ready. Well, she also gave excuse. She said Sarkodie was living with his mom. Had the potential to become one of the biggest artists in Ghana, but he was still living with his mom. You know, Sarkodie has a girlfriend that he actually ended up with. And this girl apparently has been with Sarkodie way before Yvonne Nelson. So, does that mean that Sarkodie was cheating on his girlfriend with Yvonne Nelson? Or Sarkodie was cheating on Yvonne Nelson with his then girlfriend, who is now his wife? Because Sarkodie, the woman that he is married to, has been the woman that has been with him for the longest of time. So, who was cheating on who? I don't know why she decided to talk about this deep secret. Maybe she's just trying to find closure. And again, I don't know if she's married. She's not married. I do not know if she has any child yet. And according to one guy, Albert, this guy said, if Sarkodie indeed impregnated Yvonne Nelson and terminated the baby, then she should tell us how many kids she terminated for John Dumelo. And he also said she thinks we are gullible. Our body count is in 50s. But now, is it that she dey go around the share punani? She dey share pickles, just they go around. But now. See, guys, our body count is in 50s. That's too harsh. And again, you know, she was partly involved with our own musician, Iyanya. So we don't know about Iyanya own as well. Maybe Iyanya still need to, maybe if you read more deeply into the book, you're still going to see about Iyanya and also John as well. But there's just some secrets you don't need to bring out there. Just forget about that. Well, most definitely, the book is out there, and she will earn a lot of money from the book because of all those deep secrets she's about to that she has revealed. So if you want to know more, kindly check in and know more. So you know, I said I'm going to discuss about a particular pastor's wife who cheated on her husband with the younger brother, with her husband's younger brother. She decided to cheat, and now she decided to give us the reason why she cheated. Well, let's take 5 minutes or less to listen to this woman giving us a reason why she cheated on her pastor's husband, despite she said her husband is a great man.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mrs. Princess Enwemadu, wife of Pastor Ugochukwu Enwemadu. I know you saw a video where my husband caught me in bed with his younger brother. I know that most of you are criticizing me, and that's okay. I'm not even happy with myself. I'm not glad I did what I did, but I'm just here to tell you what happened. Not that it was enough reason for me to do what I did, but then I'm human, and I made a mistake, yes. So the thing is, my husband is a good man. He's devoted to his service to God and humanity, and I can't say he did anything to me, but then he, as much as he's doing the work of God, he forgot that he also owes me his duties as my husband. He neglected them. He's always going on fastings, going to the mountains to pray, doing the work of God, going for services, fasting for 14 days, 7 days, 21 days as the Spirit leads. Sometimes he travels for conferences, conventions, anything it takes. Sometimes he's away for a month, sometimes 2 months, sometimes more. And even when he's home, he's always fasting. He'll tell me it's always from one fasting to another. Sometimes he'll tell you he wants to pray and he's supposed to abstain from some things. And I'm human. As much as I know that he's doing the work of God, but I also have my own needs as his wife. I have needs that he needs to fulfill, needs that are to be met. You all can agree with me on that. And when he wasn't doing that, I don't know. That was what led to my doing what I did. I tried to talk to him about it severally, but he kept on insisting that he has to do what he has to do for God and for the people that are under him. Am I supposed to gratify myself of these desires that I have? I can't. I need somebody. As much as I want to serve God, I also want my husband. I need my husband. For 8 good months, my husband hasn't touched me. Yes. My husband hasn't touched me. I haven't felt his warmth. Nothing. He hasn't been there on the cold nights. There are even things about me that he doesn't even know about. I'm very sure you guys will not even agree with such attitude. I mean, I love God too. I want to serve God. That is why we have each other. I am sure it was my love for God that attracted me to him. And it's the same for me. But how is it that he got so much, he got into this that he forgot that he has a wife? After God, it is me. But then all his focus was on God. He's supposed to draw me to him, but then it's as if he is drawing me away from him.
Well, let me be systematic with the way I'm going to explain this stuff in my own view. So try as much as possible to also give your own take as well. Firstly, she asked, what was she supposed to do? She was supposed to divorce that pastor. If you divorce that pastor, then I think that would be the right thing for her to do. But on a serious note, one of all those things that is allowed, that God allowed for a person, for a woman to divorce her husband, is if her husband is not meeting his responsibility. If your husband is not meeting the responsibility, you can divorce him. Sexual responsibility, divorce him, and go after. God will give you your own. But she cannot justify what she did, honestly, because she has the ground to divorce her husband. Marriage is not do or die. The people who say marriage is do or die, you are the cause of what is happening now. You keep preaching marriage is do or die. Marriage is not do or die. That's exactly what happened now. She has the right, the opportunity to divorce, but because you guys keep preaching that marriage is do or die, you can just be married for once. That's the reason why that led to her cheating now. Marriage is not do or die. And that pastor, thinking that he was serving God, is still committing sin. You can commit sin by not touching your wife. Why did you marry the wife? Did they force you to marry the wife? You do not marry somebody and imprison that person. You are still guilty the same way that woman is guilty. So they are both guilty, but that woman should have divorced that man. And that pastor should remain single for the rest of his life. Let him be serving God if you want to serve God. Do not bring another person's child into your home, be serving God and neglecting that person. It's still part of, there is baraka. See, there is blessing if you fall. There is blessing if you straft your wife. Don't you know? There is blessing. There are blessings. In fact, fasting periods, there are blessings if you do your wife. Double blessing. Yes, if you don't, go and ask. Meanwhile, this guy said, how can you be in a serious talking stage with a lady for months, and you then traveled all the way from Ondo to Lagos to see her for the first time, and you came empty-handed, not even bread of 500 naira. Then you proceed to stay at her place for 2 nights, ate her food and all, and you left without dropping a kobo. When she told you that you are unthoughtful because it really is the little things that count, you had the nerves to get offended. Nobody is saying bring the word bet haba. This is not a matter of entitlement but courtesy. Since they started talking, she didn't ask him for anything, and he didn't give or do anything for her, and that's fine. But Femi, you know, try. This guy visit girl for the first time from Ondo to Lagos, sleep for this girl house, and possibly knock this girl overnight. This guy is living. He didn't drop couple. He hates this girl's food. Man, child man, I hail you. You try. I wish I can be like you. So nobody to call this guy up. We have seen guests who have visited, nothing for transport. They never brought anything with them. They came empty-handed. They went with a lot of gift. So if one guy do one girl similar thing, people that know they shout. Stop shouting. Well, let's talk about Tonto Dikeh, who is almost in another crisis with a pastor. So there is this online journalist who recently accused Tonto Dikeh and the pastor. I don't know what was her connection with the pastor, but she is accusing this pastor of sending substantial amount of money to Tonto Dikeh to celebrate her birthday. You know, she celebrated her 30-something birthday, I do not know, recently, and it seems like this girl, 38th birthday, and it seems like this pastor did send Tonto Dikeh money again. According to this woman, she said, "This is for Pastor Jerry. Stay away from Nollywood drama queens. You sent money to this one for her birthday. I will still say allegedly because I no one believe. She don't carry you enter social media saying a substantial amount. Imagine. So all those small donations and the big ones from those who truly believe in you. Now, let me stop here. I don't want my hand to scratch me too much this morning. Nevertheless, this is very simple advice. Thank you." The lady even tagged the pastor's name and he tagged the pastor's ministry handle. None of your business, guys. If the pastor decides to send money to Tonto Dikeh, he has so much now to send now. There's so much offering. So let him send. Who want to become famous and rich and doesn't want to taste those celebrities? Let me be honest with you. If you become famous and rich today as a man, pastors, everything is still money. Famous and rich. Don't you want to taste